Coin collectors, and welcome to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today we're going to have a stack of 1 cent or penny coins from different parts of the world. Most of them are going to be in English, of course, because that's the language that uses the penny and cent denominations. But let's take a look through because some of them have way more than just English on them. And here's the first one here, and it's a Singapore coin. And if we look at Singapore, of course, we have the four languages of Singapore. We have English, Tamil, Chinese, and Malay as we go around the outside. And so when we look at this coin, we see that it is, when you look at Singapore coins, you can identify the year sometimes by the banner. And so this is, of course, one of the ones with the banner down. And when they have the banner down, there's some that where the ends of the banner go up and some the ends of the banner go down, and this is of course the 1994 1 cent, and the banner goes down, and there's the 1 cent part of this. Both sides of this coin were engraved by Christopher Ironside. The next coin we have is an Australian coin, and you've seen this in some of our videos probably. It's the Australia 1966 first year of decimalization penny coin. Elizabeth II, of course, the Arnold Machin portrait, and then we get the back, and of course we have the Stuart Devlin design. And let's see if we can see the SD way down in here. It's for Stuart Devlin. He was the engraver of this coin. Next we have New Zealand, and New Zealand, this is a 1983 coin. If we go to the back of the 1983 coin, we see the one here, and we also see that way down in here we have a J and a B. Well, the New Zealand coin was designed by George James Berry. So we have the JB here, James Berry. I don't know if that's a two-name last name or he just used the JB as his middle and last name, but George James Berry designed this New Zealand 1 cent or penny coin. Now we have the Bermuda one, and we're going to have to change, as these coins get bigger, we're going to have to change the magnification. This says Bermuda, and I'm laughing a little bit because this, of course, is the Arnold Machin portrait of Elizabeth II, and this is her second coin portrait, or royal coin portrait. On the back of this one, as you know, if you know the Bermuda one, it's going to be the pig. And there it is, the 1978 1 cent coin from Bermuda, showing the pig with the really curly tail. Just a great coin all the way around, and just a funny and fun one. Next we have this coin here, and if we look at this coin, can you tell what country this is from? Elizabeth II, DG Regina. And if we flip it over, it's a Canadian coin. So this is a 1 cent from Canada, and they don't make the 1 cent coins anymore in Canada. This is a 1969 1 cent with the maple leaves, and it says Canada on the back. And we can kind of, some of the things that you look at for Canadian coins are where the kind of sprigs come out, where the numbers, how close the numbers are. And this coin is not a valuable coin, but it has some great toning on it. Oh, next we have this one of my favorite coins ever, the first of the United States 1 cent coins. In God We Trust, it says Liberty here. This is the 1909. This is not the special 1909. This is just the regular 1909. And we see that it says 1 cent here, E pluribus unum on the top, United States of America, the leaves of wheat. And then on the special 1 cent from 1909, we'd have a VDB here for Victor David Brenner, who was the engraver of and designer of this coin. What's next? Oh, it's Jamaica. There's Jamaica, the 1969 Out of Many One People banner. The I guess it's the saltwater crocodile on the top, and two native Jamaicans, one on each side, with the shield in the middle, and I believe those are pineapples there. So this is the Jamaica 1 cent coin, and we can see the 1 cent in English at the top and then the 1 underneath. What's next? Oh, the Bahama Islands. Now, the Bahama Islands is a weird one. We have this 1 cent coin here, And if I flip it over, you'll see that it has the starfish on the back. And this, of course, is their first decimalization cent. Well, this came out in 1966, but they changed the size of it. So that's a 1966. Here's another one, and that's a 1973. See how much smaller they made it? And then they not only did that, but then they changed it again. So here's a more current one. Here's a 2015 Commonwealth of the Bahamas. And if we flip this one over, we see that it's even smaller. So there's 3 from the Bahamas. I don't know of any other country that has 3 different size 1-cent coins within such a short period of time. Ah, this one. So we know this is going to be, where's this going to be from? Probably somewhere in Asia or East Asia. George VI, King Emperor. And so he was King of England and he was Emperor of India before India got its independence. And if we flip it over, we see that it's from the Commissioners of Currency, Malaya, 1940. So this is a wartime Malaysia coin. And this coin actually has some value to it, the kind of rounded square ends, 1 cent here. Oh, next, here's a great coin. I believe this is an 1897 Canadian coin. We have the bun head. It's in the 1890s somewhere, I believe. Victoria Dea Gracia Regina. Victoria by the grace of God, Queen. It says Canada, and this is why I say believe, because we get to the back of this one, and actually somebody just did this as a throw-in to me. Oops, there's the 9. Maybe it's an 1889 or 1879, but it's really, the value of this one is really in the front, and there it is right there. What's next? Oh, sometimes we get countries that actually change up the portrait. So this is kind of almost, I don't want to say dowdy, but it's certainly it's a different portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. It says Queen Elizabeth II in English. There's no IIs on here, no Dea Gratia. She's wearing the crown, of course, and the necklace. And if we flip this one over, we see this is from the British Caribbean territories, the Eastern Group, the 1 cent from 1965. Next, oh, here's another one of my favorites, George V, King Emperor. So this coin is a coin with a hole in it, as you can see. You can see right through to the coin underneath it. It has the crown there. And if we go to the back, we see that's a Fiji penny from 1936. And we see that the inner rim there is a little bit misshapen, and it has a kind of sticks out. It's very cool. 1936 Fiji penny. Next, this one we're going to have to change the lighting a little bit because it's just really hard to see. And if this is the one I think it is, it's not even a penny at all. Let's see, it says George VI, King Emperor. And if we flip it over, we see, it's not. It's a New Zealand half penny, but because we already did look at a New Zealand penny, but I just loved the back of this one when I was going through it. So this is a 1947 New Zealand half penny, just a beautiful coin, but does not belong in our penny collection. Neither does this one. This is the 1968 Ireland 1 Pinion coin. So of course, in Irish, 1 pinion means 1 penny, and this is the hen and chicks 1 pinion from Ireland, and you see the old 1D. All right, what's next? Oh, George VI, DG, BR, Omn, Rex, FD, Ind, Imp. Okay, so this is George VI, by the grace of God, King of all Britons, Britons, and Defender of the Faith, and Imperator or Emperor of India. So this, of course, is going to be a pre-1948 coin. We already know that. If we flip this one over, we see, it's the big Australian penny. Now, how big is the big Australian penny? It is huge. So compared to the Canadian penny would be that size. The US penny or 1 cent coin would be this size. And the current Australian penny would be, let's see, maybe this size, but this of course is New Zealand. So it's a huge kangaroo 1 penny from 1944, and if we go way, way down in, we see the KG for George Kruger Gray, and we see the star here, and we see the kind of the gearing. This is just a beautiful coin, and if we go way down here, right about there, you can see the dot, and I believe this coin was made, I believe, in San Francisco, in the United States. And let's see the front, of course, the DG Omnirex. Next, we have one of the almost original pennies with Victoria on it. Queen of all Britons, Brit Reg, FD, Defender of the Faith, Victoria, DG by the grace of God, and we see that she has the ribbon here, portrait here, and then if we get to the back, we see this is an 1890 with the ship on it. This is the famous one with the ship, shield, and lighthouse. But the ship coins, they're my favorites of the older 1 penny. When you see that, I mean, of course, Britain ruled the waves back then, as they said it. 1 penny, and Victoria seated with the trident. And then finally, the last of the large British 1 penny coins. And this is, let's see if we can get the light on this one just about right. Knock all the other pennies over that I've moved to the side. And if we look at this, this is just a real shiny, this is a uncirculated, brilliant uncirculated coin. Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. And we go to the back and we see that this is the newer large 1 penny. And of course, on a newer large 1 penny, there's not a ship. We do have the lighthouse and the shield, but there's no ship at sea. And this is the last ever of the British large 1 penny coins. So that's all we have today from DC Coin World International Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you might have in the comments section. And let's take a little look at the pile as we kind of go out. All right, have a great day from DC Coin World International.